So a lot of you have issues with understanding what it means to create a wedge and then stack your ribs over your hips, okay? And the best way to demonstrate it is to do it wrong and then show you the right way. So when you're wanting to create a wedge, you have to understand what a wedge is. And I'm not talking about a wedge of cheese, but think about a door and the idea of sliding that little triangle piece, the little wedge under the door, in order to stop the door from closing. You create a lot of pressure, right, and tightness by sliding the wedge under the door. We're doing the same thing here. We're taking something that's larger, so us, and wedging it under this barbell, which is lower, right? Which is one of the reasons why you want the barbell set a little lower than you actually think you need it. So let's create pressure by pushing against the bar first, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our shoulder blades back. So push, pull the shoulder blades back. We're creating pressure. We're gonna get under the bar with our feet right under the bar. Now look how my hips are out behind me and my back is arched. This is not stacking the hips and stacking the ribs over the hips. What we need to do instead is tuck the hips forward, okay? This way we have our hips under our ribs, and now we're stacked appropriately, okay? So again, instead of being nice and arched, okay, you wanna have your hips stacked, so come underneath. Hips under the ribs, create your tension in your upper back that you normally would. So squeeze your shoulder blades, kind of flex everything into the bar, pull the bar down on your back, create a lot of pressure. And then from here, it's get all the air out, get the hips under you, tighten your abdominals, and then breathe in and create pressure, okay? What I like to do at the same time is pull my head back. That creates tension in your traps. Push your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And then if you're wearing a mouth guard, I like to bite down on it, okay? So do all of those things. So underneath, here, hips under. And then usually it's just the breathing that gets the bar to come off the rack. Or I'll just use my adductors and kind of squeeze my legs a little bit. Okay, so, and what this does is if you've done the wedge properly and you've stacked everything that you need to, the weight will feel a lot lighter. And generally speaking, the weight of 1 plate to 5 plates will feel very close to the same if you've created the proper wedge and then stacked the ribs over the hips properly, so the weight can be distributed and your core can do what it's supposed to do, right? If you're wearing a belt and you have your hips out behind you and your belly out in front of you, the belt isn't doing anything because you're actually not in a neutral position anyways, right? So get that neutral position so you can use the belt to brace properly, and then it'll all make sense and all work out in the end, and you'll be lifting lots of weight in no time.